Looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Udgy. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend. I'm gonna go to jail for the rest of my life. I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator and an example for others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Those days are long gone, Udgy. Thanks for the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now that you have Wright here, and Worthy, with these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new beginning. There are two things I want you to understand. Yes, first, your sister never hurt anybody. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial's over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence, up until today. And likely, you're going to be blacklisted from the legal community forever. It seems all the questions have been raised have been answered. I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble. My. What high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top. Oh, Lana, you have no idea. Oh, that's nice. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you. It was nothing. Liar! I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop it! I only did my job. In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Sky? Yes, Your Honor? You are innocent of murder. However, although the Chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for those crimes at a later date. I understand, Your Honor. Is there something amusing about all this? Why are you smiling? It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Well, this trial has gone on far too long already. You don't know the half of it. Regarding this charge of murder, the court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, not guilty. Ha ha ha! There we go. That is all. Court is adjourned. At long last, it's over. Emma? Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook. But she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit. That's not it. After the trial ended, she smiled. You know, I did my best too. Lana didn't say a single word to me. Hope I'm not interrupting anything. 3 times the charm. Get back here. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective again? Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding. Are you here because of my sister again? Nope. Not this time. I came today because of you, pal. That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone. There she is. Lana! Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Well, I won't tell if you won't. Emma, I owe you an apology. It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. That date 2 years ago. Was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. Thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. But I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how much you'd react if you knew. But you were only doing it for me. No. I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you. I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry. You don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. You're happy? Of course. You know, sis, I always knew one day you'd come back. And now you have. Oh, Emma. Emma. Oh, that's nice. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in doing so, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it is from there that we can move on toward a brighter future. At least that's what I felt watching the two sisters make up. Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe, me? Thank you both for all you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? Stop hiding and come over here. Mr. Grumpy, I just came to say, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right, well, I'll be going now. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you. It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't correct my mistakes. Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right. You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. Well, that's your problem. You tried to do it alone. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. In order to fight crime of my own, I need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now. But Edgeworth, who knows? Given enough time, I might have even tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor. Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor Manfred von Karma were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. You said in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. You were working together with Mr. Wright, and that's the truth. And because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Come on, show him what we're talking about. The evidence list. That's the picture I drew. Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list, I had the other. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture. That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth. It's time for me to go. Mr. Edgeworth, if you'll excuse me, there are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember, you can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you. I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, right? But what I face now is my problem. I'll be waiting for you in court. Farewell. I better be going too. I'll be by to visit soon. Seems we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here. This is a little something for you. Scientific investigation? It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well. Thanks, sis. I will. And with that, it's all finally done. Faith that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself. Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal. What is it, detective? There's a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this. I thought you said it was okay. Well, yeah, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story. Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either. Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side. Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Wright's the one who'll be footing the bill. Why, you think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal. Oh, boy. You're the best. Why is it I suddenly feel like I want to scream? Objection! And with that, we're done! Oh boy, that last case really was a long one. I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of Emma. I hope she'll be pleased to study under a top coroner. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Then, I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. Good on you. What can I say? I did a lot more than I thought I would. I even actually got that lunchbox achievement. I wasn't actually thinking about doing that today. But hey, you know what? It works. Yikes, I thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. If we penalized you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show. You can't shake me off that easy. Alright. This will be good. After this, I'm going to be choosing to do one of two different things. I'm not quite sure what I'm choosing. I'll have some time to figure that out. My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them, though. Someday I'm going to make detective. Yes, sir. Then I can be just like that thick gum shoe. Whatever you say, buddy. Yeah, I remember when they did this on the DS, you could dust for fingerprints, and it would give you the portraits of the people who were talking next. Oh, poor Blue Badger. And he finally dropped. I can't believe I did this all in one day, but still. It did take, like, all day. What is it? Can't you see I'm having me a showdown with a steak lunch partner? Miss Star managed to sneak this into me. She's seeing one of the guards, it seems. Well, cowboy, looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water? Yeah, we can do that. Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu, the Right Way lunch. The top layer tastes as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer is as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. That's a hot seller around exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards. Alrighty. There's really not much else to say. I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Left? Anyway, he said he's been doing something or other for how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I'd better be... oh no! I forgot my gavel! Sorry, gotta go. Yeah, we could say the judge gets better, but really, he doesn't. He stays that way. Ah, boy. Here's Maya! Nothing soothes the soul like fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. Mystic Maya, afternoon training's about to begin. Coming! Well, see you around, Nick. And she gets a hell of a lot better. Mr. Edgeworth. There he is again. Mr. Edgeworth. I bought you your tea. Huh? What's going on? I think he's finally left. Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book. Oh, isn't that the sweetest? And with that, it's all done. We've beaten Rise from the ashes. And it's all done until we take care of the next game. This is Vdiffuser. See you guys next time. Later.